Some of you got a reminder over the holidays, stay away from politics at all costs. For those of you, though, who are brave enough perhaps to delve back into that conversation at the dinner table or maybe even a holiday party, we have Amy Cooper Hakim with us. And you've got a fancy title here. Let me get it right. An industrial organizational psychology practitioner. Our viewers are saying, huh? What is that?
I'm a workplace expert. I help employees and employers get along better.
So, with that said, is it bad? Do you have to stay away from political talk?
If you are not in a political organization and if you do not have a political title, then yes, you should stay away from political dialogue.
At work?
At work, definitely.
At the dinner table?
At the dinner table, if you so choose and you want to get in a hearty dialogue, it's your home.
Sure, but be ready for what may come.
Definitely. I mean, we have to know that we're comfortable with the people we're interacting with. So if you have a different opinion and you want to share that opinion in a friendly or personal environment, that's fine. But in the workplace, it's a great idea to stay away from that topic.
I think we did that a couple of weeks ago. We quickly found that a lot of us have different opposing views. You better back off. We see this more and more, but political talk on social media, sometimes it's civil, a lot of times it's not.
I remember growing up and sitting at my grandparents' dinner table, and we would have phenomenal discussion. Different sides would have their own positions and share them intellectually. We don't do that anymore. Instead, now there's a lot more emotion involved in political discourse, and because of that, it's ideal to stay away from it, specifically at work.
What about social media?
If you can, again, if your purpose is not to promote a political position, then you should stay away from it. I actually completely advocate for staying away from politics in the workplace and on social media.
You get a lot of people who are unfriended around this time of year. You know, if somebody does get into a fiery debate, give us some tips on how to smooth things over.
Well, it's always important to remember why you are friends with that person to begin with. If it's a personal relationship, think about the positive things that are not related to politics that actually bring you together and focus there. If it's at work, recall why you are at work, which is specifically to do what?
To work.
Exactly. And so sometimes we think that we need to share our opinion, and we need to share it so specifically so as to either be on the same side as those, maybe the side of our boss or the side of our colleagues or team members, but in fact we don't need to do so. We don't need to speak up just to get that next in. Rather, we should let our work speak for that.
We've got some tips on the screen there, especially when political talk turns to bullying. Be calm, acknowledge the other person's view. That's always a good one. Be respectful, and then in terms of social media, take it offline, and I guess when all else fails, you just agree to disagree.
And we can do so, and we can do so in a calm and unemotional manner. When we take emotion out of the situation and we focus on the practical relationship and the practical things that we need to get what we want and need from respective relationships, then we get a happier, more productive workday and actual home time too.
Sometimes that's easier said than done. Amy, thank you so much.
My
Some
pleasure.
good stuff
Thank
there.
you.
All right.